A great question was raised in my previous video about Maximilian Kolbe with respect to the Nazis trying to force him to sign these documents. This is otherwise known as the German People's List, and this here is an identification card for that. This German People's List was intended to categorize people under occupied Nazi territory. If you registered under this list, you were able to have similar rights to German citizens. Again, it depends on the category that you fell under. The Nazi ideal was to create Greater Germany, and you can see here this is essentially the borders that they were thinking of. In this zone here, there are about 40 different states that were Germanic, and there's also the living space that they intended to create for the Germanic people. In Poland, this German People's List was first implemented. The Nazis intended to purify the area and to remove the Polish and Slavic influences. After many Jews and Poles were either deported or sent to concentration camps, the intention was to settle these areas with Germanic people. If you did register and fell under one of the 4 categories under the German People's List, you had better access to food, to work, to housing, and you even had better access to clothes. Most of these clothes, it should be noted, were confiscated from Jews and Poles that were deported or else sent to the concentration camps. The 4 categories were either ethnic German, of German descent, voluntarily Germanized, or else forcibly Germanized. The people that were forcibly Germanized were those who the Nazis found as racially valuable, but refused Germanization. In some cases and places around Poland, this German People's List was compulsory. Refusal to register often found you being sent to a concentration camp. Even if you were ethnically German and you refused to register, you would still be sent, or else dealt harshly with. The idea was that German blood was pure, and anyone who refused to be a part of that was seen essentially as an enemy of the state. While being registered under the first 2 categories did provide you with a greater degree of privilege and protection, it still subjected you to such things as conscription. Under categories 3 and 4, where they were either voluntarily or forcibly Germanized, they were conscripted or else sent as laborers throughout the German Reich. There's a lot of concern for people who wanted to register because yes, you could keep your property and you could have better access, but you'd also be conscripted.